안녕하세요. 저는 에미입니다. 저는 재정입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 스티븐입니다. 저는 민준입니다.
So this video is a little bit different. We thought that we would do a kind of ranking of debuts, focusing on the boy groups. So we've got a long list. So basically the way that we're going to do it, just so it's a full refresher for us, we're going to be watching the whole of the debut song, but the entirety of that isn't going to be in this video. And then we'll be going through the rankings. We've got 6 different categories.
So we're going to be ranking them out of 10. So with the categories, we have
Introduction to members,
music,
visual, dance,
yes, the choreography,
lyrics. Final one is memorable. So how memorable is it? This is us personally.
100%.
And we're also going to try really hard to take out the fact of like, oh, but this is my favorite band. There are a couple of these ones that Stephen hasn't seen. So with those, the full reaction of us watching it or him watching it for the first time, I will upload as a separate video. Let's just get started. The very first group
Yes.
is Ace. The introduction to members, pretty good. So you could see all of their faces. They all kind of had their moment. You could also tell who the main rapper was in WOW, but then also Byung-hwan is also a rapper, but that was a little bit less because he was kind of on the screen, but you couldn't see him front on or rapping.
Also, No More Dream. RM goes through the list of members. For
Yeah.
me, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So for me, seeing something like this where there wasn't any, it's kind of a drawback. So out of 10, I mean, me personally, I'd give that a solid 7.
Yeah, I'm happy with a 7.
Okay. Music.
I loved the music. It was great music. It was really like upbeat and stuff. And I think that does go with their personalities because I know their personalities, because I know the band. I think it fit with the band. For a debut, I think it was
Really strong for a debut song.
It was strong. It was just like,
So for
we
me-
are here. I think it was a wonderful debut. It was a good song on whole. It was strong.
Yeah,
It brought you into it.
Do you think that type of music though is only for when you're feeling a certain type of way, or do you think if you heard Cactus just come on at any point that it would just get you hyped up?
I mean, is it a song that I would play at any point? No. If I wasn't in the mood, then I wouldn't.
That's what I mean. It's a very good debut song. It was very strong though. For me personally, I would probably 7.5, 8.
Yeah, I was gonna go at 8.5.
A visual.
God, it was beautiful. They're beautiful.
It was, but it was very dim.
Lighting wise.
There was,
Yeah, but it kind of goes with the.
but for a debut where the main component is being able to introduce the members.
Yes, but it was a little bit on the dim side. They were wearing vibrant colours, so they were standing out more.
And this is why we talk things through.
So for a debut, I think the visual is like a 9.5 because it's a beautiful, the set, just everything.
I think possibly a 9. Dance.
Love that.
For a debut group, it was a very talented dance.
Yeah, it was very technical.
But
And
it
it
wasn't
was-
too much though.
No, it was great. And it had the little bit of like the like hips
And flare and-
flares and everything. Went along with the beat. It was a simple but effective.
Well, it wasn't even really simple, that
Well,
dance.
during the beginning
because
of the chorus, I mean.
seeing that straight up, to me, that's a solid 9.
Yeah, 9.
9? We're up to the lyrics. We're just going to quickly go through it.
Yeah, so I've got the English lyrics up.
See, that's amazing.
Lyrically, it is just beautiful.
And they fit the song perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, lyrically, in the, like, Korean, it flows so well.
Yeah.
Like, that's a strong debut.
Yeah, it really is. But that's not a problem, though.
No.
It's not a problem, but it's also with the music and the lyrics. They're both so, for a debut song, it's not.
It's not safe.
No, it's not.
It's not safe.
It wasn't safe. I think the way Ace did it, it worked.
It worked. It didn't feel as heavy. Like, it's heavy lyrics. It's a strong song. It's a strong message. But again, it was going back to personality. You can see their personality shining through. But it's also about, like, look through the storm, I held my ground. So come find me, I'll be right here.
With the lyrics, though, it feels like they've been doing it for a while, though. It sounds like a song that you would expect to hear, like, maybe, like, halfway through their journey. Lyrically, I would probably put it as a 7. It's strong. Watching it wise, though, makes me feel like this song isn't a debut song.
Well, because it's a heavy song and the way that they've done it, and also the flow of it in Korean, like listening to it, go probably 7.5.
Memorability.
So because we've just heard it, I can remember the chorus. Like, it's very memorable. But this isn't the first time that we've watched this. And the first time we watched this was a couple years ago. And when we were first talking about doing this video, I just went, yes, Ace's debut was Cactus, but I can't actually remember it. Short-term memorability, chorus is there. Long-term, not so much.
I also think that's because the field that we've chosen to react to, we see a lot of new bands come through and a lot of new songs.
I know, but in saying that, and I'm not trying to, like, put it up against other songs, I can remember other debut songs.
But that's what I'm getting at. I'm saying because we see a lot, having a good memorable song really can set the tone for the group. When I brought this up, I could remember this song. Being honest with myself, it's not a song that I would remember if I wasn't in that train of thought.
Yeah.
I would probably say 5.
Say
4.
4.
Yeah.
The next one.
Kingdom, and the song is Excalibur. So number 1, intro.
You could see all of the members, and I really liked that. When they were singing or rapping, it was on them for the majority of the time, which again made it so you definitely know who's singing or rapping.
I was paying attention to that because you mentioned it in the last one.
There was almost no names, only Arthur at the beginning. But with Kingdom, if you actually get into it, all of their member names are the names of the kings that they're training, which is an amazing touch.
In saying that, we can't take that into a factor for this equation.
Also with that, they do give you like this sneak peek of the next king at the end, which we see, but there's no name for that person. Because again, we're just going off debut, not the album cover, which says Part 1 Arthur. So it's pretty good with introduction.
Solid 8?
Yeah, I'd say 8.
Good music. Yeah, no, I'm biased with this song. The music in this takes my soul to another place. This is a 10 out of 10 music song for me, especially for a debut song, because if you factor in visuals, memorability, I factor in everything when it comes to the music for this song. I do agree with you on the intro though when it comes to the members, but I do rate that one lower. That's my opinion on this song. What would you rate this?
It was so good. Like, it is so good. It wasn't just stagnant. 9.5.
Visual.
Oh, 10. I'm sorry. That is like a 10 out of 10. It is so meticulous and so beautiful. The lighting, the like the water, the everything, just it was just so amazing. and the costuming. That's one of the things I absolutely love about Kingdom as well, because they're playing kings. They're just so put together and so regal.
Yeah. As a music video, it was like watching a movie.
Oh yeah. And it sets it up as a movie as well at the beginning, because it says presents
Yeah, 100%.
as well.
Exactly.
Which was just...
It's such a beautiful...
And it's so different from what you used to seeing
exactly.
as well.
Yeah.
Which sets it apart.
Dance-wise, there is so many simple, but there's also so many other parts that aren't simple in this song. It has
With the choreography, yeah.
Yeah, the choreography of this song is just so well balanced, which is why I find this song very high on my list of... They put this song together and went, you want a perfect song? Here you go.
Because it's not just dance, it's dance choreography, and that entire thing was choreographed. It was just so good, because even with like the swords and all of that, and walking up and falling, and like it was just executed so brilliantly and so simple. Like some of these ideas of it was so simple, like putting this, having the background dancers holding the swords as he's there, kind of like a throne thing. That is such a simple idea, and they executed it brilliantly.
They're banging the swords into the ground, and the swords are wobbling. It gave them a realistic feel.
And again, with that, with the swords and stuff and the fighting, that is also choreography, and it is very important to be precise with it. So because it's not just dance and it's choreography, 10. The whole thing is choreographed, precise.
Yeah. Lyrics.
The flow in Korean, when you're listening to it, is brilliant.
The lyrics definitely go with the music and everything. I am a little disappointed debut wise.
It follows the story.
It does.
Which is the point.
It is the point. And especially because of how Kingdom are doing their intros for each of their members. Bear the Weight of the Crown for Arthur. Very much the case. See that right there. Amazing lyrics. I think it sounds so much better in Korean. Like when they're singing it. I don't know. I still think though, as a debut song, this feels... Because it is so choreographed, the lyrics are choreographed to this song.
Yeah, so it's more of a theatrical performance.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Once again, as a debut song, I feel this part is probably the one that I rate the lowest for Kingdom, 7.5.
The flow of it in Korean, I would rate higher. With the English translation, again, I agree, it is very theatrical, and
it's so mature as well. It doesn't feel like a debut group's...
I mean, it's got more mature stuff, but that's because it's Arthur. So, say about 7.
Memorability.
Okay, so, again, short term, extremely memorable for me. Long term, not as much. Personally, not as much. I could remember it was Excalibur, it was Arthur. If you were to ask me, oh, how does it go? I'd be like, Excalibur, Excalibur. And that was all I could remember.
Not me.
No, I know not you. But I'm saying, me personally, I couldn't remember a whole deal of it. I could still remember a bit of it, so I'd put it at about 5.5.
I'm nowhere near fluent enough to speak Korean. But my memorability of this song... I've been able to remember this song from the get-go. For me, 8.
But that is it. I hope that you liked it. If you did,
you know what to do.
You know what to do. Kirby face.
안녕.
안녕.